Hello everyone, and welcome to Review Time. I'm Islip, and it's a beautiful sunny day, and for some reason my tripod is loose, so sorry about that, but oh well. Alright, let's get on with the review. What am I going to review today? I've got a bunch of things behind this white thing, and I think I'm going to go with this guy. And let's lower the tripod some. Whoops. For those of you who do not know, yes, indeedy, this is the Hulk. For those of you who do know, yes, indeedy, this is one of the best Hulks. This is the Marvel Universe World War Hulk. And I was very surprised that my store had this in stock. It doesn't have it in stock, actually. This was the only one that was there. And I'm surprised I was able to snag it because I found it like a week or so before I had the money. And I was sure somebody else was going to take it. Nobody took it. Anyway, let's read the bio, shall we?
Betrayed by those he once called allies, and devastated by the destruction of a place he had come to call home, the Hulk has returned to seek revenge. His massive stone starship hovers above the streets of Manhattan, and his alien army has turned Midtown into a prison camp for the heroes of Earth. He will never descend to the level of them. He will never descend to a level of those who betrayed him, but he intends to teach them all a lesson they will never forget.
And this sort of represents like the ultimate Hulk. Prior to him getting to Earth on his starship, what had happened was the comic line starts out where Bruce Banner and the Hulk are somehow working in tandem. S.H.I.E.L.D. needed the Hulk to go into a base and disarm a gamma bomb. It was the Grey Hulk. He went in there, but he like thumped around so much he ended up setting off the timer. So when he got to it just in time for it to blow up in his face, which irradiated him to the point where he not only was he even stronger, but he was seeing everybody and everything as his enemies, and he was on a rampage. So he went and started, going on a rampage at a nearby town. The Thing came in. Without much effort, he managed to break the Thing's ribs. Not exactly sure how that happened, but hey, whatever. Somehow he ends up calming down, and in Hulk mode, he's apologizing to the Thing, saying, he apologizing to the Thing, and the Thing was like, it's okay, it's not, and he was, the Thing made a remark to Reed Richards. He said, it's not like we can send him off in a rocket ship. And that started the whole thing. So they tricked the Hulk into a rocket ship, send it off into space. It has a glitch and doesn't end up on the planet he was intended to go through. It goes through a vortex, which drains his power, it weakens him drastically, allows him to be captured. They slipped on a slave disc on him. And for a while, he was forced to compete in gladiator-type games while he was regaining his strength. He ended up getting his freedom, disc off, killed the main guy, or tricked the guy into getting killed or something. I forget how it went. Became part of a band of alien warriors. Well, yeah, most of them were aliens to that world anyway. So, and he had a green scar. He had a scar on one of his cheeks, and that was because, again, his powers were drastically weakened, so they called him the Green Scar. And so this was the Hulk, and this is not a dumb Hulk. This is a fairly smart Hulk who didn't turn back into Bruce Banner, but maybe once or twice. And at this point, it's almost like he and Banner had some sort of an understanding or agreement. They weren't quite so much fighting over control of the body. So anyway, he ends up in this attire, gladiator type. He has a sword, which all of this stuff is actually nicely. I don't know if I can get this in here. Oops, get this to show very well. The sunlight is kind of blocking out my viewfinder. So, but let's see his groin cloth, and it's sort of a soft, bendy plastic or rubber, not plastic, but you can see the nice leather detail. It's his armor. It's like a silver covered in a brownish rust, dirty kind of color. So it actually looks really nice. He's got the leg guards, and when he turns into Bruce Banner wearing all these things, it's just a really funny looking sight. He's got I don't know if this is a wooden shield or a leathery shield, but again, very, very nice molded in detail, and even painted pretty nicely. He comes with a sword, and yes, the Hulk did use a sword, and it looks old. It doesn't look like it could cut anything, but with the force and power behind it, it doesn't need to be sharp to get through anything. It could just, smash right through. So, and he also comes with this axe, which there is no real place to hold it. And it looks really nice. Now, the only problem I have with these weapons is that his handholds are just really big, and they just kind of slide in, and where he should be gripping it, he doesn't really grip it. It kind of falls down. The sword looks a little bit better because of the hilt. The hilt stops it from going all the way down. And there you have the Hulk all armored up and ready for battle. And give me a second to adjust the camera. Or you know what? I'll just move him out. There. So now he's all ready. He's got a sheath for the sword on his back. And I mean, he's got all this detail, and there's like brownish wash over it, so that it actually looks like he's like dirty and been in a battle and everything. It's awesome. This is very, very awesome. So anyway, I'm about to spoil the story for you. So he comes back to Earth. He captures all the heroes because the starship they sent him in, it went nuclear and exploded and killed his wife. Yes, he had a wife for a little while. He was actually made king of that other world after he beat the old king. Oh, I forgot to show this. It comes with a little stand with pegs on it, which... Is it focusing? Yeah, there we go. It says Marvel. It's engraved. It says Hulk 03. And then there's some writing on it. So, now, I gotta be honest with you. When they first came up with this line, I thought this was a dumb line, and I didn't like it. I got the Hulk to start with, and it was okay. But there were a lot of issues that I wanted addressed. So anyway, it's got this thing, and you can plug it into the feet. But it doesn't, like, if you move it, he'll fall right off of the thing. So let's take this off. Let's take this off. And it feels like this can come off. I don't know if it can, and I'm not about to try to take it off, but the armor, but it does move, like it's a separate piece. So anyway, let's go with the articulation. And this is really bothering me because I keep taking it out of frame by accident. Sorry, guys. So articulation. His head does move. It does go up and down just a little bit, but it's got a 360-degree motion. So he does look down, actually. That's pretty cool. He looks down. He's got a nice sculpt to his face. Now, for some reason, it always seems like they have such a hard time giving the Hulk a good-looking face. Here they nailed it. He's nailed. So, arms go out like that. They're rotating. They also rotate at the upper bicep. They bend at the elbow. They don't rotate. They took that joint out, but you know what? That's fine because it wasn't necessary. And it rotates at the wrist. Legs do go forward and back a little bit. Not as much as I'd like it. In and out. Well, no, they don't go forward and back. I thought they... Well, this one does. What is up with this one? This one doesn't want to... There we go. Okay, it's just a little stiff. But yeah, so the legs go forward, and they bend at 2 places at the knee. They rotate at the upper thigh, and there's some foot swivel back and forth, and it rotates. So yeah, and the waist rotates. And actually, the waist rotates, and there's a bit of an ab swivel thing going on there. So there's a lot of posability with this guy. I got him for $7.96 at Walmart, and I gotta tell you, Hasbro hit it out the park with this one. I don't really see anything wrong with the sculpting here at the head. There's not the paint isn't quite applied right. I don't care. I don't care too much because, you know, for the most part, this is an outstanding little figure. And now he's too little. So this is an outstanding little figure. So if you get a chance, I do really, especially if you're a Hulk fan. Even if you're not a Hulk fan, this is the definitive Hulk to get. I've seen the Marvel Legends World War Hulk. I passed it up because of one thing, because the head sculpt looked ridiculous. It looked silly and stupid, and I didn't like it. Sorry for the fans of that mold. I didn't like it. This, perfect. It looks perfect. So, if you're a fan of 3 3/4 inch scaled figures, you could do. No, you couldn't really do much better than get this guy. This guy is awesome. He is awesome. And he comes with so many nifty accessories. I mean, come on, a shield, a battle axe, and a sword. And they all look really good. They're all... Whoops. He does stand good. I'm just fiddling with him, so... But, you know, it's just awesome. I can't... Eye slip, that's all I'm going to say. Bye.